can't sit down for this one, guys. I'm gonna have to stand for this one. I don't know if y'all can see my board right here, but it says use your brain. Hillary's a criminal. To me, this is a pretty telling sign of where our nation is at right now. I have moved in the past 7-8 months, and I was originally registered in a different county. I actually didn't know if I was going to be able to vote until the last day of voting. Then obviously I found out that I could, so obviously I went out and I voted for Donald Trump. Now, when I went to vote for Donald Trump, I was wearing my Hillary for President t-shirt. Now, while I waited for a very long time to vote, I talked to a bunch of people there very civilly. I'm sure some of them were voting for Hillary. No one had a problem with me whatsoever. And then the people violated my First Amendment right of freedom of expression and told me I could not go into the place to vote unless I removed my shirt. And my girlfriend, who was staying in the crowd talking to other people, I can tell you the other people in the crowd were like, what the hell? He has his right to his opinion. Now, some of you are going to say, well, they have laws in certain places and you just can't wear stuff there. The Constitution clearly says, y'all, any law that's made that is contrary to the Constitution is null and void. Freedom of expression is in the Constitution. You can't make a law that limits freedom of expression. It's unconstitutional. So my constitutional rights got violated while I went to go do my constitutional duty as a citizen of the United States of America. Okay, it's very telling of what we're going through here. Now, you've got the IRS targeting liberal groups, Tea Party groups, and conservatives. This is a proven fact. You've got Hillary Clinton doing pay-for-play as Secretary of State through the Clinton Foundation. It's been proven fact. Obviously, the director of the FBI, Comey, came out and said that Hillary Clinton is all sorts of careless with our top secret information and the emails. But for whatever reason, he won't prosecute her. Why is it that the FBI won't prosecute Hillary Clinton? I'm sure a lot of people out there who are going to vote for Hillary Clinton are going to say it's because she's innocent. Well, then let me ask you this. Okay? Ambassador Stevens' mother went on a Trump campaign speech and said her son was dead because Hillary Clinton decided not to take action over Benghazi. And it's been proven in the emails that they were more concerned about covering up and looking good on TV than actually doing anything about Benghazi. So what's more distasteful, America? A woman asking why the government can't answer why her son is dead? Or the government just letting people die and worrying about how to look good on television? Now we all know about Hillary Clinton's campaign scandal where they cheated Bernie Sanders out of the election. They straight up cheated him out of it. So much so that what's her name, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the head of the Democratic National Committee, had to resign. Have you ever heard of a head of a party resigning during an election before? I haven't. Never. Seth Rich, the man who filed the original Freedom of Information Act about the Hillary Clinton emails, is dead. John Ash, former United Nations president, was going to testify against the Clinton Foundation and was found in his apartment with his throat crushed days before he was to testify. Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, has had an assassination attempt against his life, and then they said his lawyer was mentally unfit and committed suicide. Come to find out, he was hit by a train. Okay, this is just a small sample of a big list of all the people who have gone up and are going to take the fight against Hillary Clinton to make her stand for her crimes, and they've all ended up dead. So are you surprised that the director of the FBI is backing down? Maybe he just likes breathing. Let's explore our history, America. JFK went and told everybody in the nation that there's a plot to enslave every person on the planet, and he was going to expose them. And 3 months later, he was killed just a few miles from where I live now, over in Dallas. And that plan didn't go away when he died. It's still going on now, and it's exactly why the English walked away from the European Union in the Brexit, because they want sovereignty and they want freedom. I don't know how many posts I've seen from people in Germany and in France and in England all saying, you guys have guns, you can stand up for your freedom, do it, we're counting on you. Hillary's plan is to help the elites with their agenda to control the populace and depopulate us under this hoax of climate change. It's preposterous. It's preposterous. You've heard the joke, right? What do you call 20,000 lawyers at the bottom of the ocean? A good start. We can all agree on one thing. I would hope, America, right, by now. 99% of our politicians are a bunch of rich people that don't give a shit about the common man. Is that about right? That's what Donald Trump's telling you. He's telling you the whole system's rigged against you and it's a bunch of crap. And I'm going to put an end to it. This government has been for the people, by the people, for a very long time. And this is our one chance to start making this country operate constitutionally the way that it was intended to. There's no excuse for denying the logic. Even if you don't necessarily like Donald Trump's platform, his platform and his business ventures don't even compare remotely to all the just evil things that have been done by Hillary Clinton. In 2013, in the National Defense Authorization Act, y'all, the government overturned the Smith Mundt Act. The Smith Mundt Act is what kept the government from using propaganda in America against the American people. They've had the ability legally to use propaganda against the American people since 2013, but nobody was totally sure why. The best we could guess is probably had at least something to do with GMOs, because we all know what's going on there. As it turns out, it was a steal election. We've already got mass voter fraud going on. We've already proven that Google and Yahoo are in Hillary's pockets. Mainstream media are in Hillary's pockets. We've already had Google apologize for omitting Trump's name from the list of candidates. We've already had multiple people from CNN step down for feeding Hillary Clinton debate questions before the debate even happened. And you keep hearing all these bogus polls where you see all these Clinton rallies with like 100 people, and then you see these Trump rallies with like 10,000, and you're supposed to believe that she's got this big lead that he can't overcome. It's because they're using propaganda against the American people, because they don't want you to believe that you can actually have freedom and turn this thing around. They want you to keep being willfully ignorant, and you've got to stop being willfully ignorant and start stepping up and learning the facts for yourself. And this is your chance to do it with a vote for Donald Trump. I don't know what else I can say, you guys. Do the research for yourself, and let's turn this thing around. God bless. Y'all take care.